Alrighty then. Entering the game. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on a Saturday morning. Gonna take care of the farm and then do some farming. Haven't done near enough gravity. So I figure it's time to get a little bit more done. While I got some free time. While I'm pondering the next videos to create. If you haven't had a chance, I'm doing a kind of a dramatic lore type series on the different monsters in Once Human. So don't forget to go check that out. From the point of view of a Rosetta scientist from a defunct department. There you go. Loading, loading, loading. Keep that screen a loading. Alright, giving up my age there. What have I got here? More stuff loading into my interface. Why? 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 Okay, I don't know why I've got all these cosmetics loading into my or items. Let me go see what's in the mailbox. How about that? That's always a good place to start, right? Player gameplay preference survey. Alright, I'll play. Let's see what this one's about. Dear Meta, answer the questions. Hey, thanks for sticking with Once Human. 2 years. 2 years now, right? Overall, how are you satisfied with Once Human right now? I am indeed satisfied. Which of these best describes your current relationship? Love, hate. Jackson, how are you this morning? Going to bed. Boy, I caught you, huh? You're on the way. Do you work nights or are you on the other side of the globe? Playing continuously for more than a year. Absolutely. Have you dropped the game? When is that? I never dropped it. Never dropped it. Hardcore. I'm here. Which gameplay or content elements drew you to Once Human initially? I didn't actually know much about the game. I did come with friends, right? Social side drew me in. I think it's going to be the building experience, though, right? I mean, that's kind of my thing, building. I do like wandering and exploring, so I'm gonna pick those before I started. Oh, before I started playing. Oh boy, playing games all night, man after my own heart. After my own heart. That is it. I would do that all night, but then I couldn't do it all day, right? Then I'd be going to bed now. Although I suppose first thing in the morning on a Saturday, probably not premium streaming time. Normally, what I do at this hour is I make content. I start making some videos this morning. I got like 3 videos planned for today. Yeah, California. I was born in San Francisco, so there you go. I live in right outside of Washington D.C. now, so right in data center central. Yep, I guess that's what I'm going to say for this one. How likely are you to keep playing Once Human? Oh, no way. Never. Of course not. There you go. Definitely will. Got too much invested in a free game. Absolutely. What type of player do you see yourself as? Okay, I am primarily a PvE player. I'm definitely a base builder. Not chasing power. No, not chasing endgame gear and mods. Sorry. Not that obsessed with it. Trader. I work the auction house. I think it's funny that they call it an auction house because it's not really, right? Casual, chill player, no fixed play style. I log in, wander around, do whatever. That kind of that's kind of me too. I care about the world building and the character stories. I do, but not exclusively. Um, I like resource gathering. I like the X. There you go. I'm gonna leave it at that. Which kinds of fun are you chasing in Once Human right now? Hmm. Well, there's this chick named Claire over in Deadsville. Just kidding. Just kidding. Monitoring and mentoring and social, bringing friends in, helping newbies, enjoying the role of an experienced player. That's where I'd love to be. I'd love to be there, right? If you're watching this and you want to be join a community that's kind of just starting up, I'm active. Um, Head over there. There's awesome time for a microphone to go crap on me. Awesome. There we go. Anyway, if you're interested in joining the community, just look at the description in any video on YouTube, and the Discord invite is in there. Um, I also I think the Discord invite is in my Twitch descriptions as well. Back into the survey. Here you go. Other things I'm into: deep crafting, collecting recipes. I think I got most of that stuff already. Yeah, I know, right? Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. It's from the monorail at Disney World. Yeah, I guess I do have a bit of a base building obsession. I like character growth, leveling, combat power, building mods, and deviant. Bleh. Hardcore survival. No. Anything that says hardcore, just count me out. I'm too laid back for that. Team, belonging, building together with friends. Yay! Bringing my friends along. My friends are all doing other things today. All right, what else do we got here? Slow living, fishing, farming, ranching, sightseeing, turning the apocalypse into a country life. Well, I think I definitely qualify for that one. We even built a farm on one server we were on. We were over there with the building group, building a community, and we had like silos and cornfields and a big old ranch house, and my partner, she set up a a little like a fruit stand across the way with flowers and things. It was kind of cool. It was a lot of fun. Companion, couple gameplay, finding a close in-game partner, and building a cozy daily routine together. What are they getting at here? I mean, I know they just put out that wedding set, right? So, all right. Story immersion, getting lost in the apocalyptic story. You know, I'm not normally critical of Once Human, but how am I going to get lost in the apocalyptic world when everybody's dressed like anime, anime booby girls, right? It's kind of hard to get that kind of immersion when everybody's dressed up like they're wearing some kind of fancy, perfectly clean outfit in the middle of the apocalypse. So that's my 2 cents. PvE dungeon challenges, I do like those. Um, Map exploration, kind of one of those things. A cosmetic collector. This is going to throw back to what I just said a minute ago. If you want me to be a skin collector, I have no problem doing that. I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this free game since it launched. Hundreds. I stagger even to think of how much cash I've spent on this game when it comes to getting skins for vehicles, loot crates, all that stuff. And I don't begrudge anybody the right to do so or the right not to do so, because it is, in quotes, a free game. But I can't I can't I can't really just get behind the fact that there's so much stuff that just does not fit the genre, right? So, would I consider myself a cosmetic collector? Used to be, still am, right? I'm a hound for in-game formulas, constantly doing the Blackfell run, trying to get more formulas, always looking for more furniture formulas, always laughing at all the vendors up in the harvesters market that say, a stupid white formula is blue or green formula is 999999999 whatever nine. That's it. So I can't deny that I am a cosmetic collector, but perhaps not so much anymore in the cash for Christian type. Maybe not as much there, right? So, there you go. There you go. Next page. Next page. Awesome. We've got everything you've shared so far. Next, we'd love to learn about how you spend your free time. All answers are anonymous except for anybody watching the stream. Let's see if this gets too personal. When you look at your weekly leisure time, what is the rough split between online activities, gaming, short form video, streaming? Oh boy. Pick the option closest to my reality. Yeah, where's the almost online all the damn time? There you go. That's me. If I'm not sleeping, I'm online. Which offline activities do you spend your free time on? Okay, self-improvement, social gatherings, tech and electronics, beauty and wellness, cars and motorcycles, shopping malls, volunteering and charity, anime subculture. Well, I like submarines. Does that count? Okay, pets. No, all of my pets have long since passed. Collecting and designer toys. Sports and outdoors. Family and kids. Stay at home. Arts and culture. So, as sad as it sounds, if I take that 10% that I admitted I do not do when I'm online, I would say cooking, right? Because I just dig getting in the kitchen and cooking. So I don't see, oh, there's cooking. So that's going to be stay at home. There you go. Because as I say about my son, I'm a big fan of the outer. I'm not a big fan of the outer net. I'm kind of more of a fan of the internet. So there you go. How important are each of these offline activities in your life? Moderately important. There you go. If I could, I'd spend the other 10% online, I suppose. There you go. What do offline activities mean most to you? Oh, seeking thrills, documenting life, family duties. Well, I got to do that. Self-healing, alone time. No, I probably don't take care of myself as much as I should. This is really an interesting survey, by the way. Nostalgia, revisiting childhood memories. No, I'm good about that. That reminds me, last time I got an invitation to my high school reunion, and it was like, "Hey, Dave, come on, you got to come and hang out with us at the reunion." And I was like, "I didn't want to see you people umpteenth whatever years ago. I don't want to see you now." Forget that. Stress relief, stepping away from identity, escape, shaking off the world and life's worries. There you go. Health management. No, I wish I could. The secret of life right there, trying to figure out how to motivate me to spend more time in the gym and stuff like that. Emotional anchor. Yeah, I am into learning new skills, so I'm going to check that box right there. Social companionship, time with friends, partner, maintain the bond. There you go. Networking, meeting new people. Yeah, there you go. I like that stuff. See, the problem is that people will inevitably disappoint you. That's the one thing that most people are really, really good at. For sure. Apologies to all of you came thinking you were going to watch Once Human gameplay and you just joined to watch me take a Once Human survey. And this bar down the bottom is moving really slow. So I might go back in the description later and give you a timestamp of when the survey ended. About how many hours a day do you spend on your phone or computer for entertainment? Oh boy, let's go 6 to 12. I don't know. Is content creating considered entertainment or work? Right? I'm going to still stay with 6 to 12. When do you usually go online for entertainment? During my commute. It would be really difficult while I was driving to get online for entertainment. There you go. Definitely during dinner time. I'm not going to put slacking off at work or school just in case my boss happens to tune in. Lunch break, not really. In bed before sleep, no. And all day on weekends and holidays, yes. But I don't have enough time here. During my commute, in bed before sleep. Lunch, what about, there's so much time missing in that little window right there. All right, multiple choice. Outside of gaming, what kinds of apps do you mainly use? What do I use? No. I do have some messaging apps. AI assistants. Why, yes. That is my other YouTube channel. Shh, top secret. Food and grocery delivery. Yeah, guilty. Gaming community, Reddit, Discord, servers, yes. News and reading. Well, Quora. Oh my gosh, that place has become a cesspool. All it is commercials now. But yes, I do news and reading. I do some banking. Gaming tools, Steam Mobile. I've got that on my machine. I don't actually do any gaming, but not on my phone anyway. I tried playing Once Human on the phone. Have you tried that, anybody? No? Yeah? It's kind of a nightmare. For me, because it's so tiny, right? Um, my eyes are not as good as they once were. So there you go. Job searching, LinkedIn, yeah, sure. Learning and education, no. Shopping, oh yeah. Video and streaming, death scrolling, doom scrolling, what do they call it? Yep, that's definitely true. Photo and video editing, not on my phone, no. Oh, apps. Apps in general. I guess they're talking everywhere. So yeah, I do photo and I do music and audio. I do Uber, Lyft. Yeah. All right, that'll work. Which messaging and social apps do you use regularly? Slack or Teams? Yes. WhatsApp? No. Tinder? No. Oh, not Slack. We're going to say Microsoft Teams. Threads, Discord. Oops, iMessage. Let's go with Discord here. Twitter, X. I love how everybody still calls it Twitter years later. All right, which video and streaming apps do you use regularly? Netflix, Prime Video, Hulu, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube Live, Disney Plus, TikTok, Paramount Plus, Apple TV, Facebook Watch. I didn't even know that was a thing. All right, that's, well, I've been calling it face butt for years, so I guess there's no surprise I didn't have any idea what that was. Which gaming community tools do you use regularly? Yeah. All right, so let's go. Probably never heard of them. IGN, GameSpot, yeah, sometimes. What the Fast, WTF, Exit Lag, Reddit, SteamDB, other. Discord community servers, absolutely. Quo app, don't know what it is, or Q app. League of Legends companion app, Steam mobile app, yes. Hoyo Lab, other. No, we're good. Which music and audio apps do you use regularly? Apple Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, sometimes. Audible, Star Maker, Smule, Amazon Music. There you go. Moving right along, which news and reading apps do you use regularly? Sometimes Reddit, New York Times, no, The Verge, Edmunds, Google News, TechCrunch. Okay, here I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna admit that it is MSN. I probably go there way too much. Which shopping apps do you use regularly? Amazon, absolutely. Do you use regularly. So, all right, that's it. Next, which food and grocery delivery apps do you use? I have used Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, GoPuff. Okay. Do I need to guess what I'm ordering from this one? Right? Is it kind of obvious? GoPuff. I didn't know that they delivered, but I guess it's legal in some states. Although it could just be, like vapes and tobacco products. Oh gosh, look at that! Talking about it and just got my throat all clogged up. And I quit smoking anything 12 years ago. There you go, 12 years, smoke free. Woohoo! All right, next up, which lifestyle service apps do you use regularly? TripIt, Google Maps, sure. Booking.com, Apple, Groupon, Priceline, Yelp, Expedia. I don't really use Lyft. I do use Uber quite a bit, especially when I'm traveling for work. What photo and video editing tools do you use? I do use Canva. I don't want to show off. I'm not going to put the Adobe Creative Cloud here, so I'll put down Camtasia. There you go. Which finance and banking apps do you use? Let's see. Where is Nunya? Nunya Business? Nunya Business. None. Next page. There is none of these other Acorns. There you go. I use Acorns to do some investing and saving. It's low maintenance. Job search apps. We're going to go LinkedIn. Haven't really looked for a job in quite a while, so that doesn't really count. AI assistant apps do I use? Where is it? Where is it? It's not even there. Not even there. I guess we'll go with ChatGPT because it's Copilot runs on ChatGPT, so I'll go with that. So there you go. I'm actually thinking of switching. I should learn how to mute up really quick if I'm going to do that clear the throat thing, right? Yeah, ChatGPT out of all these, I really don't use Grok. I do use Gemini sometimes, but ultimately they're all just absolute crap as far as I'm concerned. And that's from a guy who uses AI a lot, both in my content creation and at my work. And I'm not talking about like doing the work for me AI. I'm talking about using it to organize and to help develop workflows and things, which is something I do for a living. So there you go. What do online activities mean to me most? Emotional release, blowing off steam, venting negative feelings. Oh, that's a little deep. I don't think there you go. Social companionship. I can go with that. Identity, huh? No, vicarious social, reading live chat comments, escaping reality. There you go. Hiding out in a virtual world, forgetting the worries of the world for a bit. That sounds good. Killing time, passing the boring stretches, filling the gaps. There you go. Stress relief, absolutely. Killing some stuff for the fun of it. And that'll do for that one. Oh my goodness. And I'm only half done. I apologize to anybody who tuned in looking for Once Human gameplay. We'll get to that in a minute. Over the past year, what did you spend money on for your online activities? Oh my God. Virtual goods. Yeah. Tools. Yeah. Content. Yeah. Crowdfunding. Yeah. I'm currently crowdfunding for a game called Ahoy, if you want to check it out. See that? I did actually mute up for a sneeze, so you can thank me later, or at least your eardrums can, if you're wearing a headset. Nothing worse than wearing a headset and having somebody go poof right into the microphone and give it a little ear pop. Entertainment add-ons, digital album purchases, virtual concert tickets, live stream concert. No, that one I can leave out. Gaming, buy-to-play titles, absolutely. Gaming right up there on top. Social app premiere tiers, Tinder, Tinder. Boy, they're really up about Tinder in here. Paid sticker packs, paid match boosts, virtual gifts, and voice rooms. I'm not sure I understand that one completely. Memberships, yes. Learning, online courses, yes. Oh my God, I spent $10,000 this year on online training. You can judge me later because it was almost entirely a complete waste of that money. And of course, live streaming. There you go. I tip 911, my favorite streamer. So there you go. It's amazing how to see how full your lives are. Next up, we'd love to learn about what you pay attention to. All answers are anonymous and used for research. All answers are anonymous except for whoever's watching this video. How do you usually get your information? Official channels, App Store, Google Play, official game websites, official things, video, live streams. Yes, offline channels, friend recommending in person, anime, game expos, social circle, Discord. Yeah, there you go. Influencers, creators, gaming streamers. Yeah, a lot of that. Active search, absolutely. Algorithm-driven feeds, no. Niche communities, that's good. What kinds of topics do you usually follow? Let's see what we all usually follow here. I do follow celebrities and creators. Knowledge and science. I'm a big fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Some of those channels. Anime and manga. My kids are into that, especially my daughter, but I'm not. So, tech gadgets. All right, I'm into that. Finance. No, I'm terrible at that. Travel and outdoors. Don't I wish? Pets. No. Well, I do watch cute pet videos. What kind of topics do you usually follow? No, I don't usually follow those. Education, exams, humor. Yeah, I follow humor sites. Music and audio, sports and esports. Gaming, absolutely. Life hacks, cars, relationships, news, movies and TV and fun. Now there you go. That's enough. What kind of celebrities, creators, or anybody joining the stream right now is going to look at this and go, "Wait a minute, this is an in-game survey." And yes, this is an in-game survey, which will give me currency and things and stuff to go get other things inside the game. Just so they know they do these once in a while, but they absolutely bribe you to take them, right? What kind of celebrities, creators, or IPs do you usually follow? Movies, TV, educational creators, tech. Well, Linus Tech Tips. Yeah, I do that one. Okay. Any field of international celebrities, live shopping hosts. There you go. And if you act now, you can get this beautiful bracelet of pure imitation diamonds. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. Virtual idols, VTubers, Hollow Live. No, not really. Acclaimed actors, singers, songwriters. Comedians, definitely follow me some comedians. Gaming streamers, absolutely support those guys. They work hard. I appreciate them. Yeah, I am one of them, right? Sort of. Short form videos, absolutely. Music idols, not really. Beauty and fashion creators, no. Anime, game IPs, no. Finance, ugh. Sports, no, not really my thing. Lifestyle, travel. Scientists, entrepreneurs, and cultural figures. Okay, let's go to the next one. What kind of reading material do you enjoy? Yeah, feel free to just jump right in and let me know if you can think of any of these answers. What do I enjoy? What kind of reading? What is this reading thing? do we do that anymore? Does anybody actually pick up a book and read these days? Um, so if I go into here reading, how sad is this going to be? This is going to be sad. A sad. Remember, this is an anonymous survey for anybody who's watching at home, right? So, uh, ebooks, no. Physical books, no. Scripts and plays, no. Magazines, not really. Audiobooks, no. Comics, no. Web fiction. Boy, how sad is this? And that's actually a lie. I don't do those either. I don't read any of them. Isn't that sad? For the next part, most of you have been waiting for, we'd love to learn about your gaming preferences. All answers are anonymous and used for research only, anonymous, and shared with everybody who's watching my stream. So here you go. Which devices do you mainly play games on? Computer, PC, mainly, yeah. Although there's a open beta console going on the, I think the 17th is when it starts. And I do happen to have an Xbox and a PS5 upstairs, but I'm not sure I'll be doing that one because there is another test going on at that same time that I'm hoping I will be very busy with. When do you usually play games? Weekday evenings, yes. During my commute, that might be a little challenging because I drive to work. So before bed, while I'm winding down, yeah. Weekends and holidays, absolutely. Lunch break, slacking off, no. No set time whenever I'm free. There you go. Boom. Over the past 6 months, how many games have you played at the same time? Let's see. Maybe 3 to 5, right? So like right now, it's like I play some Windrose, Once Human, of course. Played some Kebab Chef just released their 1.0 to a rocky start, but I've been playing that one for like a couple of years. It's just a fun, relaxing restaurant simulator. Yeah, I'm going to say 3 to 5 at this point because, I also play Dune Awakening, which is a lot of fun, although they tanked themselves. I figure it's going to be like Conan Exiles, where it's off to a strong start and then dies fast when they realize how many mistakes they made when they created the game, and then they go back in and they fix it all, and then 10 to 12 years later, while it's still going, then it kind of all of a sudden becomes popular again, like Conan Exiles just did when they did their UE5 upgrade. And so, there you go, stuff like that. All right, beyond playing games themselves, what gaming adjacent hobbies do I have? Streaming and creation. I might do that. I'm thinking about it, right? There you go. Following game news, watching for leaks, data mining. No, I'm good. Social discussion, lurking in subreddits, forums. No. Community contribution, modding, running Discord servers. I do that. Got a few of them, especially around Dune Awakening. I created a great. If you play the game or you understand Dune, you will understand the name of this Discord site. It's not really active. I made it as an alliance when the game first launched, and the name of the Discord is Mélange à Toi. Mélange à Toi. So anybody who appreciates that joke, 10 bonus points this morning because absolutely hysterical, in my opinion anyway. Watching game streams, watching esports, watching guides. Yep, there you go. All right, data deep dives, creating and sharing, writing reviews, editing game videos. Yeah, definitely do a lot of that. Merch collecting, offline involvement, going to expos, not really. There we go. And next. Oh my God, this thing doesn't even move when you go to the next page. Holy crap. I thought they said this was like a 10-minute thing maximum. 30 minutes later. Create a recommendation. Okay, what you're thinking about picking up a new game, which of these factors pull you in? Yeah, create a recommendation will be it. Easy to pick up and play. Absolutely. Character designs and art appeal to me. Definitely. Genre has to appeal to me. Fan content, audio, music or voice acting appeals to me. Not as much. I'm not going to check that one. Friends, absolutely. Friends recommend it. IP, the game is based on something I'm a fan of. Hello, that's why I played Dune Awakening. Meeting new people. I can make new friends or in-game partners. Absolutely. Buzz reviews, no. Collabs, no. Art, oh wait, collab partner, a spokesperson appeal, no. Setting, world, theme, world building, or story appeals to me, absolutely. So there's quite a few things there. Which game settings do I enjoy? Eastern Fantasy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I guess I am. Would it be Jinja? Is that right? Anybody know? Jinja? Maybe. Sci-fi, future, absolutely. Historical, ancient warfare, horror. Surprisingly, I'm not really into horror. Although some would say Once Human is horror, right? Western history, yeah, okay. Modern, urban, Eastern history, modern warfare, most post-apocalyptic wasteland. There you go, where you can wear anime outfits and live in beautifully constructed homes with all the modern conveniences after the world has imploded. Here we go. When you try a new game, what kinds of fun do you most want to experience? Social, hanging out with friends, earning in-game currency, leveling up, increasing my power, the thrill of uncertainty, puzzles, the satisfaction of cracking a puzzle. I'm trying to look for things that appeal to me more than others because all of these things appeal to me so far. Exploration, there you go. Story immersion, yeah, that's good too. It would help if, like I said, everyone wasn't dressed up like they were on a cosplay. Building and creating my own content, always interested. Lore digging, backstory, character care, raising and dressing up characters, sports, driving, business, sims, the fun of thinking and outsmarting. That one's pretty good. Competition, beating opponents, collecting cards, tackling tough content, pushing my limits, hitting goals through skilled play. Okay, that's about it for that one. TikTok. What keeps you playing a single game for a long time, over a month? Select all to play. I want to collect skins and characters. No. Stockpiling resources and materials. No. Sunk cost. After putting in time and money, I don't want to drop it. Ha! I got to give him points there for that one. Got to give him points for having that one on here. Absolutely. Audiovisual quality, don't care. As a character I really love. Sometimes playing and interacting with friends, that would probably be the biggest one, right? Live events, progression, story, gameplay, pick up and play, light fun experience. There you go. So it's pretty much those two. The amount of money I've sunk into a game and the amount of fun I have with my friends. So I'm gonna say it's those two. On average, how much do you spend on games and in-game purchases per month? Oh dear. Where's the button that says I refuse on the grounds that you might incinerate me? How much money do I spend on games? Oh, on games and in-game purchases per month. So I'm going to throw myself into the 70 to 140 category. Some months are a little higher, some months are a little lower, especially when I'm broke, like now. Okay, we're almost done. Last up, we'd love to learn about your life and social side. Here we go. Which of these best describes your recent mood? Wow. There you go. Constantly stressed. My work life has been constantly stressful lately. Sorry if my boss is watching. Hi. There you go. I don't think that'd be much of a surprise to them. Burned out and chill. Oh, dude. Just getting by. What can you do? This is fine. There you go. Pretty much. That's it. There we go. Let's move on. This is getting a little too personal for stream. Where is your life mainly focused right now? Yeah, making ends meet. Fortunately, the kids are grown, so that isn't a big deal. Making a difference. I definitely have a job where I can get to make a difference, and I also want to make a difference here online. Physical health, material pursuits, inner work, relationship. There you go. That's it right there. Oh boy. What does your ideal look like? Good appetite, no worries. Circle of life-minded folks to hang with. There you go. High quality living, enjoyment focused, steady relationship, partner by my side, traveling regularly, seeing the world. If I did that, I couldn't be gaming. That would be a trip, right? And I don't mean that in the traveling trip sense, but free and unbound, successful career, going well in school. Um, I'd like to see that. Plenty of sleep, no all nighters, full and busy with something to look forward to. Healthy body, full of energy. Ooh, maybe too late for that. Room to develop my hobbies, close friends I really click with. Easy job, low stress. And the problem is with an easy job with low stress, it usually comes with no pay. And that is definitely a challenge, right? Friends always stay around, easy to grab a meal. Moderate socializing, no obligatory. Oh boy. Hey, there it is. My daily you can spend money to get fake viewers in your channel advertisement. Everybody, Streamboo, my unofficial sponsor. Just kidding. Uh, doing work I love. Yes. Plenty of time to game. I don't do the other two. Well, I do binge watch shows. Right now it's West Wing. We're going through that one again. Um, buying what I want without checking the price. Yeah, that would be nice, huh? Here we go. Speaking of family, son just ran in. Morning, sir. uh, free to be alone, undisturbed, inner peace, young at heart, achieving my dreams and goals, financial freedom. Um, yeah, that's our monitors are back to back, so we kind of game together in the same room. There you go. I think that'll be good for this pay. Oh. Almost done. Didn't they just say we're almost done? Outside of gaming, what physical real world purchases have I made recently? Definitely tech gadgets, food and nightlife for sure. Cars. I wonder what recently is because I did just buy a car too recently within the last 2 months. Collectibles, investments, no. Health and wellness. Well, kind of. I mean, I just got that Aura, the ring. That keeps telling me that I have terrible life choices. Home and living furniture, streetwear, designer toys, travel, flights, hotels, camping gear, no. Music gear, no, not lately. Books and stationery, food at home, yes, absolutely. Sports and fitness, beauty and skincare, pet purchases, nope, and then other. Okay, good. What topics or new things have caught your attention over the past year? The prolific availability of AI tools. Should I put useless AI tools? No, I'll just call that. There you go. I prefer the multiple choices. They don't make me think. Which forms of social interaction you usually enjoy? Going to events, in-person meetups, online text, joining lobbies, fan groups, voice chat, hanging out with my buds, squatting up. Yep, I do that every day. Playing games together, one-on-one deep conversations. I don't think anybody's here for that. I don't know. I like them, but not like when I'm streaming. Interacting on social media, comments, DMs, group chats. DMs, I love getting those from all those people trying to, sell me advertising services for some reason. I just don't understand that. Just blind. As soon as you open up the friend request, it's like, okay, we have no servers in common and we have no friends in common. So why are you messaging me? Oh, hi. I'm just somebody from some random country somewhere. And I just this must be the wrong window. But while I'm here, let me try to sell you something. Anyway, group chats. Yep, I love group chats. Speaking of which, come join my Discord. Watching shows or streams together. Definitely do that with my friends. So lots of that stuff. How often do I socialize? Every day. Every day I need to chat. I need to interact. I need to I need to be surrounded with cool people who want to stay there. Absolutely. And I haven't even fed my animals yet. We're getting close here. We're close to the end here, and then we're gonna go and actually play the game. Yep. Here you go. Who do you usually like to socialize with? Real life friends, classmates, curl workers, online friends I met through games. Absolutely. Family and relatives. I prefer being alone. People who share my interests, fandoms, and hobbies. Okay. Strangers, random encounters, and people in my interest group and Discord servers. There you go. So next up, what role do you usually play in social settings? I'm oh boy, the thoughtful replier, supportive cheerleader. And there goes the microphone again. Sorry if you hear a little bang. It's just me tapping it because it tends to fade out sometimes, and I haven't figured it out. I've replaced the microphone. I've replaced the audio interface. All that's kind of left is my computer. So I'm not replacing that. The thoughtful replier, the opinion leader, the one others ask for advice. Only interact with close people, small circle. I'm a lurker, a quiet observer. No, the listener, emotional confidant. The active one, conversation starter. I guess that might be me. Maybe. Vibe setter, meme reaction provider. Meme reaction. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. That one's good. What do you mainly hope to get out of socializing? Learning new stuff, fighting off loneliness, sharing joy, making it doubled. I don't know what making it doubled mean, but I like sharing joy. Venting negativity. No. I'm the positive guy. When everybody else is hating, I'm the guy like, you know what? A lot of people love hating on this game. I noticed that a lot through the comments in my YouTube videos and also in streams sometimes. People love hating on this game, but they're still playing it. So if you hate the game, go play something else, right? Why just bring all that negative energy? And life is short. Enjoy it. Get out of here. Mainly hope to get out of socializing. Just killing time, getting validation, understanding, recognition, networking, building connections, talking about shared interests, satisfying curiosity, getting the gossip. I do not drink the tea unless it's about the game, like, saying stuff like, I think that I think the console version is probably going to release on the same day as the new scenario, Isles of Abyss. I'm guessing, because that's what they love to do. They love to drop like too many things at one time. So, like there was one time where they dropped a major update on top of a visional wheel change, and it was like I was just completely overwhelmed by all the changes in the game that day. Absolutely. So there you go. Feeling cared about. What do you mainly hope to get out of socialization? Well, yeah, I hope people care. I hope people care. I hope you care about yourselves and love yourselves. You don't have to care about me per se. I'll figure it out. I do like venting and sharing what's on my mind sometimes. I'll check it. What the hell? Fun and relaxation, enjoying time together, fitting into a group. I like to be in a group. I like people to come and think I'm a friendly, approachable individual, and you can come join my group if you want to, like I said in Discord. Earning respect or status, don't care. Looking for excitement or novelty. Feeling needed and valued. Scratching the urge to express opinions. Getting advice or direction. Rituals, celebrating together. Emotional support. I have an emotional support alligator. You should see them when I get on an airplane. Just kidding. How important is in-game socializing to me? Well, I'm going to say it's important. It's quite important. But it's also kind of a misnomer at this point. Like, I socialize almost exclusively with a group of people who play games and play Once Human in particular. But I don't really, I try to socialize in-game, but there's just so much negativity sometimes in world chat that you just kind of just shake your head and go, bleh, and close the window, right? I don't know. Why is in-game socializing important? It helps build community and keeps a game alive. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a terrible typist, and this screen is way too small. This text. Next, what? Almost there. Almost there. There you go. What kind of social activities do you usually do in games? I usually, yeah, I've added in-game friends in Discord. Squad up friends for co-op or multiplayer. Join guilds, clans, fixed group. Meet in-game friends in purpose. I've done that in the past, but it is not really a primary goal. We got together in a guild get-together in Florida for a WoW guild once upon a time, and I started playing EVE Online in 2003, and to this day, we all get together on Labor Day weekend. Like, people fly in from all around the world, and we all converge on our friend's house here in the U.S., and we all get together, and we eat a lot of barbecue and smoke salmon, and we drink a little too much and play board games all weekend. But one of the funniest things to see at a gamer weekend like that is when you get, 12 people who've spent hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars traveling to get to this one location for the weekend. And then you walk into this huge dining room with a long table. You can fit 12 people easily at this dining room table. And everybody's sitting there with their laptops open on the Wi-Fi playing games and not with each other. Nothing funnier to me than that breakfast table in the morning when you wake up or when you first get there, because I live local to where the get-together is every year. And you wake up and you walk in and you turn around and there's like 8 guys sitting there on their laptops not talking to each other. I said, guys, you can do this at home. You can literally sit at home and do exactly what you're doing now, which is everybody's playing a different game. Even if you're playing the same game, you're not talking to each other. We're here, right? And that's when you pull out like Settlers of Catan, or we have a Firefly game, or a bunch of other really cool games, board games and stuff like that, or Magic the Gathering, or whatever geekdom we decide to be into, right? So there you go. So what kind of social activities you usually do in games? Voice chat with random teammates in game. It says usually, so I'm gonna go with post and in-game chat channels. Yeah, I usually do that. So there you go. What kind of teammates do you prefer to play with? There you go. Players who use voice chat and bring the vibe. Do like that. Absolutely. Don't care if they're around my skill. Chill players. No rage, please. Although, to be fair, I can sometimes be a little rage guilty. I have a couple of broken mice and keyboards throughout the years, for sure. Real-life friends, people I know. There you go. There you go, for sure. All right, so what else do I got here? We're almost, God, that little bar has not moved since they said, well, you're almost done. All right, what are you mainly hoping to get from socializing in games? Group identity. Group identity, really? No. Deep emotional resonance, starting a close relationship, recognition, showing of achievements, practical needs, carrying progress, being there for others. Okay. You know that little kid in the back seat of the car going, oh shit. There you go. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, right, maybe. I don't need to be recognized or praised. I'm expressing who I am. I'm connecting with strangers who share my vibe. There you go. That's a good one. Belong to a niche community. I would consider Once Human to be a niche at this point, right? So there you go. Which one player archetype best describes me in Once Human? The social bond player. Social ties and emotional connections matter most. If any people are on, I'm on. Hardcore PvE player, grinding dungeons to get stronger. In my creed, dungeons are my battlefield. The trader hustler. Profit drives everything. Buying, selling, never taking a loss. Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Says the man with 35 million energy link right now. PvP competitor? Absolutely not. I am fodder. I'm the guy that stands out in front of the people that are really good and gets killed. Aesthetic creator? Style is the priority. My outfits? No, not really worried about that either. Chill homesteader. Into unwind, base building and management. Collecting the game is my safe haven. All right, I'm going to have to go with chill homesteader. Chill Homesteaders is by far the best choice out of these. But Trader came in a close second because, I mean, but I love my animals, and the reason why I make money is because I have all these animals. So there you go. And these goats are probably absolutely pissed at me right now because I haven't fed them. So we'll see what happens. Any other suggestions or thoughts about One Summon? Please share. We read everything. Please share. We read everything. Keep the content coming. New scenarios and new things to do. Keep me engaged. So there you go. I would love to know why my microphone keeps cutting out. Oh my god, another page. What games have you played before? Simulation Management, Frostpunk, Mole Manor. Well, I have, but not those two. Music and Rhythm, Taiko, Taijutsu, Muse Dash, Sandbox Survival. No, I've never played it. Never played this Once Human game, right? Sports, nope, not my thing. Shooter, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, no. I've played some of these, but not my thing, right? Casual, Tower Defense, Actions, Sekiro, Devil May Cry, not really. Strategy, Civ, done some Civ, so I'll check that one. Asymmetrical, I played Dead by Daylight. MMOs, I've played those. Open world RPGs, no. MOBAs, a little bit. Card RPGs, not really. Party games, yes, I have. There you go. So I rarely play games. Oh my goodness. I'm in the wrong profession, absolutely, if I really play games. What is my age? I prefer not to say. There you go, right? Or I can do this. I'm not going to admit this on stream, right? There's just no way. There's no way. So I think perhaps if I do this and I choose the one I want to and click next, there you go. I think maybe that did it, right? Did that do it? Oh, you know what the funny thing is? I don't think you can even see the survey, can you? Okay. What's your gender? Male. There you go. What is your current occupation? Oh my God, if I've been streaming this whole time without you able to see this window of questions, that has got to be the funniest thing I've ever probably done on stream. What is your current occupation? Manufacturing, student, self-employed, private sector, corporate, unemployed, government, freelance, skilled professional. I'm going to go with skilled professional. There you go. I'm an IT manager. So thanks. We'd love to learn more about your thoughts on Once Human through the game. If you're open to a quick chat, there you go. I agree. What should we call you? You should call me Sundance. There you go. What's your email address? Sundance survives at gmail.com. What's your Discord ID? Sundance C. There you go. Next. Thanks. Yeah, these are my honest answers. No, I was lying throughout the whole thing. That's funny. Submit. And now I get my survey reward. So let's see what I got for dealing with that. Let's see what I got. Here we go. Survey reward. Thank you for completing the survey. Here's your reward. 500 Star Wish tokens, 30 Mitsuko marks, and a butterfly emissary read. I definitely think they got the better end of that deal. They definitely got the better end of that deal. No doubt about it. For sure. Alrighty, so now the real reason I came on, right? I have no water and no food in my belly, which is why I'm moving around like an old woman. So let me get into here. There's some food. There you go. Always good for a fill up. There's some fruit soda. It's going to take like 3 of these to get me back up to full. All right, there you go. So this is my, oops, that's, oh boy. Looks like my, my magic door is gone. Yay. Oh my gosh, here we go. So, welcome to the palace, right? Got the floating part up on the gravity crystal. That's actually from the last gravity event that I had I had that same floor piece floating above my base. Didn't move. So welcome. Here are my goats. Right. My goats are all ready to shear. They're all actually ready every 4 hours. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, 0. So this guy is actually all tapped out as far as tapping out, right? This one is also 0. So I'm just marking these two as having no breeding attempts left. Then the reason why I raise these guys is right here. So we've got a Stardust dairy, right? So if I put these guys in a polluted zone, they will make Stardust milk. They will also make golden wool, and they will also make dream-infused wool. And the fact that this rapid production 3 is here means that instead of being every 8 hours, they do it every 4 hours. I can harvest these guys every 4 hours, right? So with 0 breeding attempts left, that's the end of the cycle. So I'm going to pull those two guys into my backpack. Oh, you know what? I should probably leave them out. Forget it. I call them zeros because what I'll do is if I go into a scenario and I need some wool or something, I will most likely take a couple of zeros with me, kill them right off the bat. Because if you wait, you only get 2 of those wool per 4 hours. But if you slaughter them, you get 8 right off the bat. So what I usually will do is I'll grab the 2, and then I will slaughter for the 8. So let's see what we got in here. We still have a little bit of food. I just pulled off a male and a female, so I'm going to pull out a male and a female lamb and pop them out here into the land. Good. Then I'm going to run in here, and I'm going to grab the crops. So if you've never had or never been a gardener in this game, you can choose a class when you first start off. And the gardener is what this guy is. And what that allows me to do is as I'm going around in the world, there are these items called morphic crates. They look like this little guy who's up here on top of the box or on top of the plant. And they wander around and they're invisible. And if you hit Q, they show up. And you shoot them, and when you loot them, you have a chance to get this morphic biomechanical. And if you infuse that, like if you splice it, so to speak, into the plant, when you're planting in the planter, you have a chance to get one of these things. And the nice thing about these things is they just crank the food and the seeds out every 8 hours or so. So if you look now in my inventory, I have a bunch of wheat and honeysuckle and sage and corn and all that stuff, all from these morphics, and I don't have to worry about harvesting these things over and over again. It's all right there, right? So nice, and it also helps me grow these items, these deviated types of plants, which are also very valuable when you're making other types of recipes. So so there you go, morel. And if I get too many of them, I just go to a vendor and I just put them up for sale really cheap and people buy them. So, all right. So I'm going to put some food in here for these guys. The goats, they love them. Some honeysuckle. Right. And I also have some wheat here because they like grains. And I'm going to hold on to the rest of that. So they've got enough to keep them fed for a little while anyway. And then I'm going to run around and feed the other animals real quick while I got this stuff. Oop. Sorry. I'm also going to potentially grab some berries and other assorted little goodies. Because the next thing I'm going to go up and feed is the rabbits. And they like cabbage and stuff like that. I honestly, I don't think they need food, to be fair. But I'm gonna grab some anyway to make sure I have it. Hey, bunnies. Every bunny loves some bunny sometime. All right, so that's it. They got plenty of food. Oh, they're almost out of water, so I'll remember that. Water. I didn't even check the goat's water. Going up to the top, that's inside there is the wolves, and the wolves eat meat. I don't have any of that on me, so I'm going to skip it. Over here, we're dealing with the buffalo. Buffaloes also like greens and fodder, so I'm going to add the corn and the wheat. Right? That's good, right? Then I'm going to come down here. Throw some quick food into this guy. Still got some corn and some wheat. And there you go. I don't know. I think, do those guys eat the berries? I don't know. We'll find out. All right. And then the last stop for me on this one, on this tune, is going to be over here, where I will throw more wheat, more corn, and a little bit of that in there too. All right. So at the moment, the problem is that my automatic door to get upstairs into the killer base is missing, so I'm going to put out a little crate here so I can take it up when I switch characters. Construction limit reached. Oh boy. All right, let's just put it in here with some of these random things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ooh, Mitsuko marks. Calibration blueprint loot crate. Selectable. Legendary. I'll go back and look at that later. Also going to put in this wool to take upstairs. And some other materials. Anything else? That's it. All right, time to switch. First one I'm going to go on is the main, because I need to repair the door. I have 9 characters currently on this server. I usually jump off, do a scenario, and come back to this server. It's a permanent server. There we go. So first thing first, let's go fix that door. B tilde C. There we go. Right click. And then let's go down below into the little building. There you go. All fixed. So what I'll do then, or again real quick here, is I'll just check on the animals on this guy. And take that stuff upstairs. Oh, the little sea turtle. What's treasure hunter, premium output. No use. No use for a sea turtle. That I know of. Alright, so I just fed them, so I'm going to come over here. If I look at these details, I've got these goats, which carry Dream Zone, premium output, Gold Sheep bloodline, so not necessarily as good as the other. I don't know why I've got those out, as a matter of fact. Wild Buffalo, these are my Stardust Dairy, rapid production, high yield Stardust buffaloes. Again, I'm not going to move this into a polluted zone because I don't want it getting destroyed, especially since it's currently sitting on a couple of gravity things. There it is up there, the base, up above. Credit to Azil83. It's a modified version of the thing he did the video on, which is kind of like a floating Asian sky palace, right? I'm also going to take these things upstairs. My flamingos. All right, there we go. So now I can just quickly go whoop, and that'll take me right upstairs. So this is the basement of the floating fortress, the floating palace. So I'm just going to go over here and get rid of some of this stuff that's making me too heavy. H. Oh wait. Huh. Here we go. Alrighty. And then H. And then, oh, probably help if I deconstructed all this crap. I got some tech points, some stuffs. Oh, I don't know if I got anything in here, do I? Toaster. I don't need toast. Do I? Do I need toast? Alright, all that stuff is out of my inventory now. Let me get back over here and just quickly get rid of it. H. 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 And then over to this one. I'll take care of most of it. Coat hangers. The split core cotton is actually a WIM thing, a WIM component. There you go. Anything else? All right, so I got 10 of these purple loot crates to open up. Confirm. What did I get? Some cabinets, some stickers, a pair of blood-bound gloves that I already had. A wood melody, first time obtained. There you go. I already own this formula. I'm not really sure why it's in here, but whatever. There you go. This little one. This formula for the metal shelf. A lot of people looking for that. I got it. Anyway, there you go. Best part is I've already used it. So that's this guy. We'll deal with Wish Machine later. I got a video I want to make on the Wish Machine now that they've changed it. And just taking a quick look through my shop and my events and stuff. Super Weekend. I'll claim that later. And then more engagement rewards. I have spent 60 minutes on a custom server. I did? Wonder when I did that. Ooh, I wonder. That's interesting. I think maybe Pioneer servers count as custom servers, because that's what I just got credit for, because that's the only thing I could think of, because I did the first person Pioneer test, which I'm not allowed to talk about, so sorry. But things are looking up. Things are good for folks who want to get into first person. And also, I know the console is coming too. All right, switch out real quick so I can run through the animals. And then I'm going to go do some gravity. running around playing with some gravity. All right, next character. Old MacDonald. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And this guy started out raising goats, and then he went to wolves, but now he is raising starving flamingos. Flamingos eat way too much. All right, let's kind of get these things out of here. All right, so let me grab some fish out of here. Let me grab the water too so I can throw it out. All right, next one. 1646, 143. We'll grab some more water. This is kind of a daily routine at this point. 12, 32, 22. Backpack full. Okay, so backpack's full. So the first thing I'm going to do here is dump that water so I don't walk around like I got a turd in my diaper. There you go. Awesome. And get rid of the other. There you go. So the water's done. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start dropping fish on the ground. Do the old batch discard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It really doesn't matter how many I drop. I drop a ton. And then while I'm doing that, they will all run over. They will all run over. Here they come. There you go. Exactly. Then I'll come over here. Hey, Aaron, your house is gone. Just letting you know. It used to be a really big house there. Right there. And now it's not. Or a couple of them, actually. I think we got a couple of characters over there. So I'm going to... Oh, boy. All those flamingos are running over there for the chow line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And then again, drop some more. Then I'm going to go over here to these troughs. And I put morel in here by accident at one time. You know, now is a good time I can do this. I can go. There we go. So now the morel's gone and I can stop looking at that terrible mistake every time I see it. All right, so first I'm going to put those in. That's the shellfish, which will last for a while. Then I'm going to fill up with the rest of the big fish. Okay, it's full. Coming over here. Still got water. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 15. And I still have some fish left, so see the thing I dropped? That's gone. The first one is gone. I'm gonna drop another one that has all this fish in it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the nice thing is with 5 hydronauts over there is I never have a lacking of fish. And the other thing that I grow, or the other animals I breed here in this pen, is the crocodiles, my coastal bay crocodiles. So, but right now, because of starfall, all I'm doing is these flamingos, right? Because if you look at the flamingos, hold on. I can't look at the flamingo because the food's in the way. There we go. If we look at the traits on the flamingo, again, starfall inversion will yield starfall feathers, which is things that you want. So as they're eating, come on, eat some more. As they're eating, they're getting more and more full, and they will start producing stuff again. They're also about to max out on their breeding chances. So give me 1 second to let these guys do this. Let me get 1. F. 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 And then the other funny thing is, these things breed like every 24 hours or something like that. But if your breeding hut gets full, like that, they stop. Go figure. So I'm going to grab these guys out of the breeding hut. Find a little home for them over here. H. 64 out of 64. Zeros. I got a bunch of those going in a second. Crocs. Starfalls. There we go. Sell these. Yeah, I can put the rest in there. One of the ways I make most of my money is by selling the animals at the harvester's market. A lot of people charge ridiculous amounts of money for it, like 800,000 energy link, which, to be fair, on a perm server doesn't really mean very much because you can accumulate money pretty easily. But 800, really? So I sell these guys kind of cheap, and there you go. So what else did I want to do here? Oh yeah, the breeding. So I got a couple of more. There you go. That's you. So this guy has just bred, and he is down to 1. He's down to 0, so I'm going to 0. I'm going to go to this one, who's also a 0. This is only so when I look at them in a box, I know that they don't have any breeding attempts left. And again, on sometimes what I'll do with these guys is I will put them in a box, take them when I go to another scenario. When I go to another scenario, I just grab the zeros with me, and I pay the 300, I think it is, 300 points to drag them into the new scenario, and then I can just whack them and get the benefit. That's got 1 left, 0, and 1 left, and 1 left. So let me grab all these zeros. Come here, you. Come here. Hey, hey, come back here. Slaughter. So, and the way these are set up, the way I have these bred, is that when you, when it spazzes out, when I kill them, I get a combination of starfall feathers, regular feathers, and poultry meat, and pristine poultry meat. Now, for then, if any of you who's watched me before, you know that I love playing bounce, and poultry meat, and specifically pristine poultry meat, gives me another 3% bonus to my damage when I am shooty. So there you go. All right, chasing these guys around. Flamingo, how about you? How about you? You're 0? Guys, you're killing me. You're killing me. You're like making comedy here on the stream, right? Flamingo. Let me try it again. Because the only ones I am looking for are the ones that have zeros on them. So there you go. Oh, they saw me slaughtering, so now they're all running, which is not actually accurate. They're not actually that aware. Or at least that has not been my experience. All right, let's see if I got any zeros left. I got 1 left, and he's up there. This guy over here. H. F. So there you go. That's the extent of that. So I've got like hundreds of coastal bay crocodile skins, so I haven't been putting those back out. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop all this stuff in the box, right? And then I'm going to take some chickens up here. And feed them to the wolves. 116 chicken. Oh, amorous wolves. Let me get out of here. I don't want to get between a wolf and his lady, you know? That might be a little uncomfortable, for sure. All right, so what I'm going to do over here, I'm just going to come up to this next one. It's full. How about this one? Full. Let me put another one of these little cabinets out, and I will leave this meat here to go pick up. Facilities. There we go. Good. Anything else? No, that's it. All right, so now I only have 4 flamingos left, so I'm going to have to put out 6. And I just put a whole bunch of them away. 6F. Male, female, male, female, male. One more female. Okay, those are not starfalls. Oops, those are crocodiles. Female. No. Female. Yes, starfall inversion. Oh, some of these guys don't have it either. Let's try it again. Starfall, 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 starfall. So I need one more male with starfall. There you go. That's a female. Good looking out. Good looking. Good looking out. Male, male. Any males in here? There we go. All right. And now we just quickly put out the babies. Tap an F. And there you go. Tomorrow I'll be back in shape for more flamingo fun. And they'll be starving again because they go through that fish like crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to take one more look. Now I got a whole bunch of little flamingos, and I got the 4 flamingos left that have 1 each. Still. Yeah, tell you what I'll do. I'll put a little bit more fish out for these guys. 32. And again, all I do is run down, hit I. Somebody's got to tell me how they can run out of water when they're sitting on the water. But, yeah. Ooh, gravity abyss. Anybody else prefer it when the entire map was gravity as opposed to just the settlements? I mean, admittedly, there are some times like when you're trying to pick blueberries or something like that that it really becomes a pain in the ass. But other than that, you do have the ability to like build and do things in a non-gravity world now. So I don't know. I kind of prefer being able to jump around a little bit. All right, that takes care of these guys. Switching. Next one up. The rabbits. Now the traits on these rabbits include lucky fur, because lucky fur is what gives you that great bonus on elemental damage on your mask. All right, lucky seed right here, also dream seed. Also does pristine rabbit meat. That's what these guys are bred for. There are probably some better options, but you know, I spent enough time trying to do that. But the problem here is these guys are out of water. They got plenty of food and stuff. So why don't you give me a second here? Okay, youngling hut's empty. I think these guys are all brand new. No, they're not. Okay. Rabbits. I'm gonna have to toggle these guys to get them to remind them that they want to be bunnies and they wanna love each other and make more bunnies for me, so that I have bunny fur and bunny meat. That's why you don't name them. There's a 7, 4, 7, 7, 7. Okay. So by the time I get back with the water, these guys should have already made me 5 new bunnies. Yay. All right. Okay, up into the hive base. Wrong door. This door. Tell me how I missed that. Into the water tank. We grab 1,000 water. And now we move like we've got something. I got a load in my shorts, so. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it is. Encumbered. So much water. All right. And now I can just drop this puppy in here. There you go. And I should have 5 baby rabbits in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. That's all I got to do with these guys. Switch. Next one up is Sundance in Chinese. I think it's pretty phonetic, though, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember the way that I wrote it. Not exactly very exciting, but it is a phonetic sounding. No, it's the word sun and the word dance. So there you go. Okay, over here to the buffalo. Again, I've fed them. They got plenty of water, just checking on it. Let's take a look at how we're doing here with... I have 2 males. Oy. And the rest are all females. So I have not been having a lot of luck with buffalo breeding to get more males. Let's see what happens today. I got 2 couples that I just turned on. And it's funny, they changed the animation now. They kind of look for each other, and then when they bump heads, then they make a baby. So here you go. These 2 are coming together. Are they? No? Oh, there you go. Boop! They just came together, and then there's... Oh, then they disappeared. Where'd they all go? Okay. So, hey, guess what? I got a male. Thank the Lord. That's 1. Yeah, they're all back. So, female. So those gave me a male. Now these guys are going to be zeros now, so I'm going to hit 0, just like I did on the other ones. This one I'm going to hit 0 too. And with any luck, I'll have 1 more male in here right now. Ready? Go. Yay, 1 more male. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the 2 zeros. There's 1. J. Buffalo. And from that I get some cowhide and some beef. How did that happen? Stardust Dairy. Oops. I must be close to the edge of my territory. Put out 1 of these males. Stardust Dairy. Come over to here. Ah, that's right. I don't think you get dairy when you kill them. Alright, so then I need the other 0. These are some pushy bastards. Alright, so let's do this the easier way. Easier, but not easiest. What I can do... Oh, there, that's easy. I can see where he is right now. J. And then I'll put out that other male. And now, unlike when I came in, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 females and 3 males. So I'm doing one better than I was before. So there you go. But in any case, they're still going to be making milk for me. See, there's some pristine cow milk. And if I put this house into a stardust zone, then they will make stardust milk, right? But mostly what I do with these guys is I sell them, right? I put them up for sale in the Okay, so I'm going to go here real quick. I'm going to dump all this milk and stuff into this box so that I can run around and collect it. 20 and 32. There you go. All right. And switch. Come on. Next one up, Sundance C is the guy with the wolves. I raise these guys exclusively for Wasteland seed, for Wasteland wolf hides, and that's for a maximum SP boost, maximum stamina boost when you apply it when you're making tops and bottoms. So when you're making tops and bottoms, I'm just going to pull some of these. Oh, wait a minute. Let me wait and see how many of these wolves are maxed out. All right, so let me turn my light on. Oh my gosh, the illumination here is terrible. Oof. Should probably do something about that. These poor wolves in the dark, right? All right, so these guys all have like 4 breeding attempts left. 4, 3, 3. And they've all got food, which is good because I already put it in there. Let me check their water situation real quick. 132, probably make it through till tomorrow. So that's good. And yep. So that's kind of all for them. But I am going to have to pull these guys out and put them in a crate. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do there. So let me get these guys out of here. And as I said before, all of these guys have the Wasteland Seed 3 so that I get 8 Wasteland Wolf Skin out of them when I send them to their maker. Well, I guess their maker was actually me, wasn't it? Or maybe the developers, right? There you go. So that's a full load of wolves pups that are ready to be either sold or you can level them up into adults where they'll give you 8 Wasteland wolf skin, and that hide one wolf will give you the 8 pieces you need to do a top and a bottom. So that's the ticket. We get around to go relog in again. Escape. Wow, this is really running a little slow for me today. He's a level 2, doesn't have anything on him. Level 30, I don't put out animals on him yet. I've just put out plants, so I'm going to skip him for now. I'm going to jump on my main and just bring some water down for the lambs, and then I will be done with animal maintenance for this morning. And now keep in mind, some of these animals, if I was really, really needed it or really hardcore, like sometimes when I'm getting the hive ready for a PvP scenario or something like that, where I will like hardcore be on there with alarm clock, to go and grab and grab the wool or whatever it is every 4 hours, right? But I don't really have to. So, um, although back then it was every 8 hours because I didn't have the trait that gives me the every 4 hour pickup. So let me just go deliver this water, and then I'll be ready to go. And we'll also probably be just in time for the gravity event to end, right? So I've got the maximum amount of time to wait for the next gravity event. There you go. F. They were down to 541. Who was out of water? I thought it was these guys. I know I got water on the beach. I know I got water there. I know I got water for the rabbits. I just brought it there. Oh, this is going to be... I know the rabbits got water, so let me go up and check. Let me check these guys. $132, so they could use some water. And let me go check the last one down here. Let me go. Oh my God. Get out of the way. Jump out the window. Let me see how these guys are doing. $540. Well, $873. There you go. So I've got enough of that out of my inventory so I can move. I'm going to check these two real quick. My capybaras. Hey, buddy. That's Bonnie and Clyde are my capybaras. 256 on the water. Throw another 50 in here. And then one more water. 610. So I'll just throw another 50 in here, and that way I'll have a few, or 35. All right. And then finally, these are my animals, right? So are you guys okay? These are my fighting animals right here. This is Tamba, Khalil, and Kimba. These all have some pretty nice Thunderlord traits and stuff. And the aerial hunt just began. So I think that's probably a good place to start. Let me get 1, 2, 20,000 bullets. Let me just go over here and do this real quick. There you go. Fix my gun. All right, so just take a look in chat to see if anybody is doing the Rift Walker. I have mail. That's okay. I've already learned my lesson on this one. Emissary Crate, Star Wars Token, Mitsuko Mark. Just for the record, this was not worth it. Right? There you go. Not worth it. It took me like almost 25 minutes, of which anybody watching this VOD stream in the future will immediately be like, ugh, he took the survey on stream. So there you go. All right. So let's see if anybody is doing... I know I'm in the right stream for it. Oh, I didn't realize I never opened this World Stone. I'll just mark it for later. I think I'm going to wait and see if anybody's doing them before I go do them. So let's just run over here to Sigma. It is rare for me on my main on the permanent server. It's rare for me to find things like a World Stone that I haven't unlocked. Hmm. All right. So if I look here, my map, it's right there. So it's just over this hill. So I'm going to drive. That's what I get. I'm not paying attention, right? Just switched over to the purple skin on my bike. Nice, right? And there is that world stone I didn't have. Up, up, and away. Landed on top of it. There you go. All right. Oh, look what I found. Purple. These things have been so bugged lately. I don't know what's going on with that. But like you'll hit the first one and then there won't be another one. And I'd almost lost hope in the bounce. I've been a bouncer now for many moons. And I finally got this bow that they released, and I'll tell you, I just enjoy it. But I've never been really a meta player. I've never been somebody who played it for the meta. I've always been, I play it because I enjoy it type person. So, there you go. Trying to get the purple quest done here real quick. I hear growling. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody. All right. Okay, I might be just a little OP for this area. Anything around here? I think it's this building, right? There it is. Yeah, I've always been a big bounce player. And it's never been the meta. It's always been. I think the only time I ever heard people really making noise about bounce was in Prismverse. We used to play, and if you got a good bounce proc at a vehicle, it would bounce around inside the vehicle and kill the people in it, which was always pretty cool. So there you go, right? All right. So I've finished that stone that I wanted to. Let me look again. Anybody doing it? Join the, here we go, aerial hunt. So let's give this a shot. The one thing that has not changed about bounce is it is an absolutely horrendous choice when you're playing against a single boss that does not have any ads or anything. It absolutely rocks for me when you've got all kinds of ads going crazy and stuff, because that bullet will just bounce around and kill everything, which is why I say it's not meta, because it's single target weak. It definitely is single target weak. Although now with the new change, especially on the bow, it will just bounce off the floors a bunch of times. And when it bounces off the floor, it is really cool to watch it just torturing the poor thing. Oh goodness. Okay, where's the door? There's the door. Hey Mitsuko. Mitsuko, give me your quest. Give me your daily. I guess they call them dailies, right? Why won't it land? What can I do? Help me, bring it down. All right, there you go. So now I got my little complete the objective thing. I walk through the doopy-doo, and I end up here on the platform. Okay, so now the question is, do I use the bow? Probably not. I think I'm going to use the gun. I've only got 22,000 bullets, so that'll probably still work out. Oh God, look at that, just in time. I'm not staying up in the air enough, so I'm getting my ass zippied. I think he's dead, isn't he? There you go. Gosh, made it just in time. Holy crap. I see a little thingy up there, right? It says he's still got 1% health or something on the meter. Let me grab this. Gravity abyss random deviation. That's it. Womp womp womp. I always felt these guys were a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Loot light. Right? And I'm still walking around with a whole bunch of vegetables and flowers. Nice. Alright, well, that takes care of that Rift Walker. Complete objectives. So I'm going to have to look for another one here. Another flying whale? Anywhere? Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's the one we already finished, right? That's the one right there, or is that a new one? I know I think it's only 5 a week you can do. 5 chests a week or something like that. All right, this Rift Walker's still got some life in it. There we go. This one's still like 80%, so we'll go through a couple of phases on this one. See how many times I die. Okay. I think he's invulnerable. Activate interface device. There we go. microphone. Send in the clowns. Oh! 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 I got face whacked. Oh, and then it's going to screw me even more by throwing one of those things on me right off the bat. Nice. No, it's not that one. It is this one. Wow, I am not doing shit for damage here. So this is kind of embarrassing. And they're all trying to still shoot the boss, which is not vulnerable, right? Let me try this one. There we go. That's a little better. Not very exciting, but what the hell, I'll take it. Hey, wolf. That's 1, 2, 3. Come on. Last one down. There we go. Oh, he's aiming at me. This guy's not dying. Thank you. They're all dead, right? I thought I could activate this sucker. Ooh. No, no, no. Great. Okay, I guess we got through that phase. Woohoo. No thanks to me. Hello. It is just not letting me eat or drink or do anything in here real quick. I. F. F. There you go. I'll let all these guys do the hard work for me, right? Alright, here we go again. They're just ignoring the mechanic and just shooting the boss. See, they're like invulnerable. I don't get it. I don't understand. I guess as long as they think they still have a shot, they stay down there, but... Well, I guess the Riftwalker is vulnerable again, so... Where is he? Well, ain't that some bullshit? What the hell? There you go. Downstar mod crate and more fun with deviations. All right. Time to run back to the Sky Palace and check out that loot real quick. So I got these. Confirm. I can choose which one I want to get. I kind of saved those until the end of the event. The other thing I got was one of these down here. Purple box. Arrow crates. Seeing what kind of rando stuff I get. Confirm. Elemental overload. Doesn't really help me that much. Confirm. Little too random for me to get excited about. Because I'll get a whole bunch of other mods for all kinds of different builds and have nothing to put it on for sure. All right. There you go. Some more gravity stuff. Let me drop some of this food I'm carrying around in the kitchen so I can get it into the fridge. I'm trying to remember what the goats, that's what it was. Right? Wanted to grab some of the stuff from the flamingos, some poultry. There you go. Poultry, eggs, and starfall feathers. Oh my gosh. I don't understand. I just ate a full can of this stuff and it's telling me that I'm hungry again. I'm such a pig. What can I say? I just eat too much. I don't have the featherweight on me. Damn it. Oh, and again. Somebody's house is missing. That's what happens when you don't play Once Human for 7 days. You get your house returned. All right. Don't need seeds. Don't need these things. I can drop more in there actually. Oh, it's already full. Never mind. Didn't I have some wool over here I wanted to pick up? I guess not. All right. So let me. I know I'm throwing all this stuff on the ground because I have just so much of it. It's just almost incredible. There you go. Gonna run back up to the base, put this stuff away. There we go. Okay. All right, going up. Throw some poultry, some flowers, eggs, milk, juice, tricks. Giving away my age a little bit there. Nope. Let me open that while I'm here. Boom! Dusty Pioneer boots. Quite honestly, some of the more, I guess I'd call it the most post-apocalyptic types of drops come out of these silly crates and stuff, right? Whereas if you go and you end up with all these crazy outfits when you end up going to the loot crates and the light forge stuff and whatever. Let me just drop all that in there because I can. All right. I'm almost embarrassed by how disorganized I've gotten on this perm server. I got so much stuff that I've accumulated with all of our lands. All except Isabella, who is currently missing. I should move one of my alts in there, put it down, make her mad. No? Okay. I won't. I'll be nice. There you go. You ever ridden the dragon? Here we go. It's life's simple things. The simple things. Right? I'm going to move it over here so it's easier to use. There we go. I used to have a really nice lotus fountain in the middle there, but decided not to mess with it anymore. Alrighty. What's going to be next? What time is it? 10 o'clock. All right. Let me I am gonna actually take a minute. Do I have tickets? Oh, I got 40 tickets right now. So I can do some wish machine later. I'm actually making a video about the wish machine. An ode do wish machine do wish, and I'll need to use those tickets later when I'm recording footage for that. Anyway, so I am actually going to take a break for a little bit, and I will most likely be back. I am going to do a recording of a brand new Manibus playthrough. Got console players starting next month, and there are literally no good beginner's guides out there anymore. Everything's out of date. Just some really basic tips to help people get through a new character. And so I'm going to go grab some breakfast, and I will be back after that. Maybe playing something else. We'll see. All right. So I'll be back. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for sitting through that survey if you did. And I will see you in a little bit.